So what is Stray? Why won't people stop talking about this kitty simulator, and has it lived up to the hype? You'll learn all of this and more, so stick around till the end of the video. Enough preamble, let's get going right now. So just what is Stray anyway? Why has it made such a stir? Well, if you've been living in a box for the past few weeks, perhaps one made of cardboard that you just had to see if you could fit into, we'll let you know that Stray is, to put it much too simply, a cat simulator. Sure, it's also a 3D platforming game in a cyberpunk setting that sees you adventure through a map based on a real-life location, the mysterious walled city of Kowloon, which was located in Hong Kong until its demolition in the early 90s. But the key here, and the big selling point of the whole thing, is that you are playing as a cat. Not some magical talking video game cat, but a real-life little kitty who moves like a realistic cat and makes nothing but actual cat noises. And by all accounts, it makes for one of the most adorable video games that we have ever seen in our collective lives. Though it's just a small indie title, it nonetheless captured the hearts of many and made big waves on social media in the lead up to its release. Because, well, I don't know if you're aware of this, but the internet is pretty big on cats. So when people learned that a realistic cat simulator was on the way, one that also took itself more seriously as a video game compared to the Goat Simulator style games released previously, well, there emerged a furry fervor that would not soon pause. Who made this game? What has the developer done previously? The developers are, as you'd imagine from an indie title, a pretty small group that go by the name of Blue 12 Studio. It started as just a group of 2 people, slowly growing as the development went on. Though they've been active since 2015, they have no other games to their name as of yet. That's just how long it took to make Stray. That's not really a big surprise given its quality and where it came from, but nonetheless, it's impressive that such a small studio could make something like this. The publisher of the game is known as Annapurna Interactive, and can I just say, I am so very happy that the publisher has the word purr in their name. Clearly this was meant to be. But it does make you wonder why it took them so long to get involved in a game based on a feline. Sorry, don't mean to be too catty about this. Anyway, this publisher has been around since 2017 and in a relatively short time has published a large number of titles, counting Stray as well as future titles yet to be released. That'd be 39 titles to be exact. True to form, the library here is made up of games from smaller developers, though many of them were quite the sleeper hit. These include What Remains of Edith Finch, Outer Wilds, and the Switch and iOS ports of Gone Home. But I fear we've strayed a bit from our main subject. Let's get back on track. So what are the reviews looking like for this game? Well, they're pretty staggeringly successful to say the least. Released on July 19th, less than a week later, the game was named the best user-rated game 2022 on Steam, beating out the PC port of 2018's God of War. With an average score of 8.61 and 97.7% of Steam reviews giving it a recommendation, it's winning pretty big on the outlet. It even cracked the top 15 of the most played games at the time, which is kind of unfathomable given how obscure its origins are. A game that really came out of nowhere, developed by total rookies to the scene. On the rating site Steam 250, Stray is actually ranked higher than big-name modern AAA titles like Elden Ring and LEGO Star Wars: The Skywalker Saga, albeit these games have a few thousand more reviews than Stray at the moment, so it's perhaps not going to be a fair comparison until we give people more time. Still, it's really just an overwhelmingly positive reception. The game is lauded for its realistic cat animation, its beautiful cyberpunk visuals, a rich and unique world ripe for exploration, and of course the lighthearted and cutesy atmosphere that we'd all surely hope for with a game like this. It's said that the difficulty isn't too high, which is natural as this seems like a game that's definitely appealing to children, though this is done more by being forgiving than super hand-holding. You don't just have 9 lives, indeed they're infinite, as has been the norm in gaming for quite some time. If anything were to happen to the precious feline, rest assured, they'll respawn and be just fine, landing on their feet each time, you could say. So were any cats hurt in the making of this video game? Wait, what? What kind of question is that? This isn't a movie here. Why would a cat be hurt by? Never mind. The answer is no, obviously. But many cats actually were involved in the making of this game. There's the cat actor Oscar, a hairless sphinx who is credited with being the reference for the game's animation. Being an energetic breed, he was very handy for when they needed to see a cat in action, running and jumping and presumably using the devs' couches as a scratching post on occasion. Our protagonist's various meows and purrs are noted for their realism, and for good reason. They of course also have a cat voice actress as part of the team too. This would be a grayish named Lala who stole the hearts of many with her soft dulcet tones. Here's hoping this is the beginning beginning of a long career for her. Then you have Murtaugh, a cat belonging to one of the two co-founders who the design of Stray's star was based off of. He himself was a stray cat found under a car a couple of years before the start of the game's development. This isn't even going into the several cats in more secretive roles on the dev team, such as the CEO, that is, Cat Executive Officer, known as Jun, a black cat that was tasked with monitoring the team, checking the workspace every day to ensure everyone was doing what they were supposed to do. Several more cats are listed in such roles in the game's official dev listings. You know, I'm beginning to think the people who made this game are a little bit into cats. So no cats were harmed, but many cats' careers were jump-started by this game, and other cats were aided, no doubt, thanks to the efforts of the publisher's contributions to charity. Wait, what kind of charities are we talking about? Well, befitting this game, Annapurna Interactive reached out to a couple of different charities with the ultimate goal of helping homeless cats. Some of us might call them strays. These organizations include the Nebraska Humane Society and Cats Protection, the largest stray cat organization in the United Kingdom. They got together for giveaways where if people donated to these charities, they could earn free keys to the game Stray. A worthy cause, and just another little thing that's endeared people to, well, everything about this game. The NHS claims to take in over 24,000 animals a year. Cats Protection, formerly known as the Cats Protection League, has been in business for nearly a century and once claimed to have aided more than 1 million cats in the span of just 5 years. Most of this being neutering, but a decent chunk being rehoming as well. Both organizations have a stated goal of finding good homes for lost or abandoned pets. All of this, plus the easygoing nature of the game, helps show that despite what some would have you believe, video games don't have to be violent or cynical, and they can most certainly do a lot of good for the world in the right hands. It's a delight that a game like this is getting so many people buzzing, with the world uniting over the common ground of finding cats adorable and lovable. As well, it paints the felines in a more favorable light than much of pop culture, which often likes to make cats out to be antagonist foils compared to dogs. One thing is for sure, we won't be straying from this game anytime soon. And that is all we have time for right now. Have you tried Stray yet? And if not, are you just aching to find the time for it? Do you agree with the reviewers that this may just be a perfect cat simulator? Made you wait the whole video for the most obvious pun, didn't we? Are there any adorable video games that you'd like us to cover in a similar video? Please let us know down in the comments below. And until next time, thanks for watching.